Tybee. It's right there.
All right, we are. I think we're 5 seconds live. What's up, boys?
What's up?
How you doing? This is our Wednesday live chat that we like to try to do every week.
Hola.
Sometimes we miss.
For all you guys that are new, this is Jason. This is Jimmy. We're just gonna chat comics
Yeah.
and cards and collecting and whatever, right?
So
Yeah,
what's happening? So this is throwback to 2 Wednesday chats ago, but 3 weeks ago
yeah.
when we did the unboxing for Mike. What's been the outcome? Is Mike right?
Michael, yeah.
What's been the outcome of the
The outcome of the dinged box is
yeah.
that they are going to accept everything back. They are going to crack and press and return.
Wow.
Okay.
So they are going to, so them doing a nice thing is one thing.
Sure.
Some of the books are so far gone that a press can't even help them. Like the Dark Knight Returns and the Killing Joke are destroyed.
Yeah.
There is no coming back from them. And we did realize that a couple of books are not dinged, and he doesn't want to risk them getting a lower grade, so he kept them.
Okay.
Which is probably it's a good idea. I don't know.
Yeah. Was just kind of suspicious, right? That it was all the same corner. That
Here's
it was
the
essentially the same impact
Yeah, but here's the thing
corner
that
crunch.
scares me a little. The thing that scares me a little is because they, even with those big ding corners, they were in nines.
Yeah.
My concern is that they were graded and then dropped. So if something was a 9.2 and then it was dropped on the floor and then encapsulated, obviously in the case it's not sitting at a 9.2, but it was graded a 9.2.
Right.
What if it comes back a 7.5 now?
But wasn't I mean kind of your inkling though on certainly not the they weren't were they year ones, Batman year ones that he ascended,
Mm-hmm.
was that they were nearly pristine, right?
all
So
all of his books, if I were to send them in, um what is it, the oh my god, why I can't even think, when you send them in, then they have to be a 9.6.
yeah, the
The
pre-screen.
pre-screen, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know why that word escapes me every time. This happened last week too. Last video I couldn't get pre-screen in my head. Anyway, if he had sent them all pre-screen 9.6s, they would have all came back at least a 9.6. They were beautiful. There was nothing wrong with any of them, except
Yeah.
for the one Cable had like red ink on the back. It was like a
Right.
misprint, so it wasn't perfect. But otherwise, super high grade, all of them. And now they're not gonna be, because
Right.
somebody dropped them.
Yeah.
So that's where he stands. So we're gonna resubmit. At least I have the unboxing, the video, so we know what they were. If all of them come back less, he's gonna file an insurance claim without a doubt.
Yeah.
Like that's not happening.
Yeah, because I mean they're none of them would have qualified. Well, they're all considered modern, right? So every grade below 9.8 is going to be that much more of a loss in terms of dollars and cents, right? I mean, because there's just such a premium for modern books in nine
Oh
eight,
yeah, they cost him a lot of money to begin with. Just the
right?
fact that, yeah, you're right. Just the fact that, yeah. What's up, Joe? Just the fact that oh, he left already. Just the fact that
Joe
they're
showed
not
us, told us what's
not
up.
9.8s, that he lost money. He didn't do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So it sucks.
Right.
So well, let's get into it. You want to do picks of the week first, or you want to do mail call?
We can do all that. But yeah, we could do pick of the week. Let's see what I got under here. I got mine somewhere. Where is my pick of the week? It's under stuff. Where did I put it?
It's under stuff.
It
We'll
is.
have we'll have Jimmy go. We'll go in reverse order so you
Yeah.
can find you.
You have no idea. Oh, it's over here. I'm surrounded by piles of things. So here's my pick of the week.
That's a
Alright.
sheet of paper.
It is a sheet of paper. Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 picks of the week for the next 6 videos.
Dolph got some super rare Comic-Con pamphlet. That's his pick of the week is paper.
Nah, these are all.
Oh, wait a second. If I went downstairs, I could get a pick of the week real quick, but I'd have to leave.
Go for it. That's fine.
Yeah.
These are all.
Because I have the old one that I have in my hand right now, but then I
Like
do
this.
have a comic that I'm excited about that I just got. So
This is like Outback Steakhouse. There's no rules.
There's no
That's right.
rules.
So my pick of the week is kind of cheating because I have 2 copies of my one book that's the pick of the week. So you want to go get your book?
Oh,
yeah, I'll go.
Joe just wrote he'll be gone January 15th. You and I are gonna hook up, buddy. We'll I'll put some cards aside for you, and I have a 5,000 count box ready to go for you. So I'll give you some stuff, no doubt. January 5th. So you already got a house, man. Good for you.
That is crazy.
Joe and his family moved his father-in-law down to South Carolina or North Carolina, and now he's
Myrtle Beach, right?
Yeah, Myrtle Beach, right? And now he's just following them right along,
That's crazy.
straight down south. Good for you, man. Tell Marie I said hi.
Yeah, it's a tough time to be looking for a house too.
Yeah. All right, let's see. I got some good stuff in the mail, man. You know. Did I show? Oh, we'll move these aside. Did I show this, the Net Pro, last time? The tennis box, right?
Yeah.
I did show this last time. Okay, so this one's got the Serena Williams rookie, the Federer rookie, the Nadal rookie. I did show this one too, right? Last week?
Yes.
The God of War? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. You may have.
I think we did talk about it.
Yeah.
But then I don't know if I talked about these.
No, I don't think so.
So
Those are your tank girl,
those
right?
are part. Those are yes. Those are part of. Those are part of this week's mail call. Then, I figured it was just the God of War.
Yeah, last 2 weekends, man. I worked for trying to get books the last 2 weekends. It was
Nothing.
it was not, no slam dunks for sure.
Joe, you're gonna love these, man. This is 20 packs of the Topps Mickey Mantle cards.
Oh, that's cool.
With a chance of getting a slabbed Mickey Mantle autograph. I gotta open these up soon on video. But yeah, 20 Mickey Mantle rookies. 20 Mickey Mantle boxes. I think there's like five cards per box, and they have low numbered stuff, but they do have cut autos that you can get randomly.
That's crazy.
That would be cool, because it's like one of the big autos that I don't have is Mickey Mantle. I met doing card shows when I was younger. I met all the big boys. I never met Mantle, because all the companies that I was going to had Joe DiMaggio.
Right.
Joe DiMaggio, like we said, won't sign Mantle, so Mantle wasn't in that corral of players, so I never saw him.
Huh.
So yeah, it sucks. All right,
Jimbo. Let's get it.
Your
Pick of the
first,
week.
man. What's your pick of the week?
Me?
Your
Yeah.
comic pick of the week.
All right, can it just be one or can it be two?
You can do two, sure.
All right, I'm going to do
Got
two
two.
picks of the week. I'm going to do a throwback to a very unpopular series, but a very popular cover, or a popular villain on the cover.
I like
Issue
this setup.
35. Issue 35 of West Coast Adventures.
It's a great Doom cover.
Great Doom cover. You can get it for steal on eBay, depending on who you look for. Because
I think didn't I get that for you out of
you got it for me, yeah.
Is that
I think I got that out of an what is it? Ollie's gift, one of those Ollie's comic bags.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
It's a beautiful cover. It's
is.
going anywhere for craziness on eBay. It's going between $4 and $60.
Really?
Yeah.
$60 or what? Slabbed like 9.
No. The slab ones are going for more. It's very strange. You
So
look on
it's
eBay, it's all over the place.
Sold, or that's what they're listing for.
That's what they're listing for. I
Oh,
haven't seen the
that's-
sold
okay.
ones for it. Right. But
Crazy
still,
cover.
it's a very strange. It's a very strange open market there. But yeah, you can get it for like $4.
All right.
But it's a beautiful cover. As you can see, it looks wonderful in its
Yeah, it's nice.
and it's
It's
you know,
Doom gorgeousness.
yeah, it's
There's
Doom
so
gorgeous.
many great Doom covers. Yeah.
There are.
Probably one of my favorite Doom covers, actually.
What
That
number is
good
that? 34?
35,
35.
35.
Even Doom's first appearance in FF5 is not a great Doom cover. It's just in a
No.
circle in the middle. He's just kind of like.
Yeah, and then there ends up being a ton of great
There's
Doom
some
covers
great
in
Doom covers,
in
yeah.
FF Run.
And I think the artist. I've actually never opened up this comic to see who did the cover. So I'm an artist guy. It looks like it's signed by a Milgram, which I had never even heard of before. But it's a very cool, almost chiaroscuro Doom, which is just a really cool cover.
Yeah.
Especially for
That
the
is-
West Coast Avengers, which is just a.
Not
Um,
anymore. It used to be but now it's like there's
Yeah.
a bunch of comics in that run that are. I used to tell everybody if I was going through a long box, if it was West Coast Avengers, I'm like, nah, I'm not even gonna bother. Now
It-
it's like
it-
there's some books in there.
Jim, that comic though did sell on eBay. It's sold on eBay, and it's listed as just a fine copy. It sold on last week for $10 plus
There you go.
$6.50 shipping. And then
$6.50
on October 24th, the same listed as near mint sold for 99 cents with $4.25.
Like I'm saying, it's
Sure.
weird.
That is weird.
It's all over the place.
Oh, excuse
And
me.
then my other pick of the week is a newer comic. Just came out last week, I think. It's Magic Order, Series 2.
Wow, you got
Issue
all of
one.
them,
I got the variant, the gold foil, color and black and
huh?
white.
I don't even think I got that. You got that at the store?
Yeah, I bought every
Pulling
issue they
stuff
had.
for me. Oh, kill him.
I bought every issue they had.
He
Yeah,
talked to.
they only had 3. They only had 3. They had literally those 3 comics on the shelf.
Wow.
I was like, hello.
I might have to get them on eBay now.
Now this series is drawn by Stuart Immonen, which is one of my
Yeah.
top 15 favorites. For any of you comic collectors out there that are looking for artists you might like, Stuart Immonen he's been doing X-Men, he's done all new Captain America, he's done a lot of really good stuff. But Magic Order is really good. The first series of Magic Order was done by Olivier Coipel, and those comics are just absolutely gorgeous. Variant covers by Adam Hughes,
Mm-hmm.
by Ben Oliver, a lot of really top-notch artists. So, highly recommended. It's going to be a Netflix series. So, if you want to get on the
Already? It's been picked up?
the first book, yeah.
Wow.
This is like a pick of the week deep cut right now. We're getting.
This is really good.
So what I'm
Yeah.
saying is, especially the first
You need
series,
more than me.
I would pick it up
Alright.
if you haven't already. I'd look into it. It's a very cool magical story. Lots
Yeah.
of good villains, good heroes, well, anti-heroes, but it's a good story. Good
Alright.
stuff.
Sounds good to me.
Magic Order.
Let's see if I can see the chat better. There we go. Just to let you guys know, if you need any fitted hats and working part-time at Lid in Willowbrook, come see me. If you need any fitted hats, Joe's your guy.
There it is.
All right.
Very nice. Cool, man.
Is this JoJo? Or is this a different Joe?
This is Joe. Joe from the flea market. You met him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Joe.
Oops, what did I just do? Okay. All right. Jason, you want to go? You want me to go?
Sure, I'll go.
Okay.
So you guys both know you helped me open these on video, but this book has cooled a little bit, and I believe that it might be a good time to invest in it. So my pick of the week is
It
it's,
got.
uh,
It
Oh.
doesn't like it.
that's the virtual background there.
The
Hold
virtual-
on,
Wow, that is weird.
hold on. Okay,
Why did the virtual background kill your book?
there it
There it
is.
is.
So
Heir to the Empire.
Star Wars: Heir to the
It's a
Empire.
very expensive pick of the week.
Number 1. So first appearance of Grand Admiral Thrawn. So this one
And
I found
Mara
at the flea
Jade.
market for $4, and and then this one, I of course bought the whole set. It cost me $240. So just goes to show you
Yeah.
sometimes
Great.
sometimes you can hold out and still find one.
That
But
is a super hot
yeah,
book.
this book has cooled off quite a bit. At least if you see auctions closing on eBay right now. So, we're basically almost a year out from when we saw Ahsoka. Well, what are we, about 11 and a half months from when we saw Ahsoka
Yeah.
last year, and so we're almost that far out from when Thrawn was mentioned in any way, shape, or form.
She asked where the man is.
So so I know we're still a ways out, but it might be you know, people say buy the dip. So something to keep your eye
Well,
out.
it's always gonna happen. It gets hot
Yeah.
when it's spoken of, then it
Yeah.
runs for a little bit, then it's gonna dip. Then you list it on eBay about 5 days before his episode,
That's right.
and
Yeah.
there you go.
So-
That's the trick.
So that's the
That's
pick
a
of the
good-
week.
That's a good one.
Heir to the
It's an
Empire.
expensive
number
one, but that's a good one. All right, what did I get? Let's see. I got a whole How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. That's my pick of the week.
Yeah, my magic orders, the both of the ones were cover price,
Yeah.
and then the gold foil was $9.99. So
Is that what cover price is, or that's just what you got?
no, at the store it was already marked up.
My pick of the week is. Oh, I'm all over the place, man. This is a mess. So I've already purchased 2 of these, but I'm hot on this book. This is Star Wars number 16.
I feel left out.
First
I
appearance
should have picked a
of-
Star Wars book.
of Bylert Valance. This is the guy who is in the new Star Wars Bounty Hunters.
Okay.
This is his first appearance. He is a kind of like a cyborg bounty hunter, but it makes me think, with live action out and him being the subject of the new series, that he may likely appear in Boba Fett, Book of Fett, at least in some point. Maybe not this season, but definitely season 2. He's a big bounty hunter in canon, in Star Wars comics canon. But Bylert Valance, nice picture of Jackson too in the corner of the green rabbit, which leads me to another thing that I bought this week, which is, where is it? It's right in front of me. This is a awesome John Tyler Christopher cover with Jackson trying to get into the room. Very cool. I love John Tyler Christopher covers. They're great. But that's a good one. So that's part of the mail call. This is also part of the mail call. I picked this up for $20. It's in nice shape too. Strange Tales number 157. This is not the High Evolutionary. It's, oh my god, why can't I think right now? First appearance. This is things where I have to look it up now. Help me.
Dolph, you feel like me. Wow.
Dude,
You
my memory is going
you're suffering.
so bad.
You're suffering.
So bad. Living Tribunal.
There it is.
First cameo appearance of Living Tribunal. Which will definitely come into the Kang storyline for sure, because he'll have to answer to somebody.
And that was eBay?
That was eBay for $20. Although I have started hitting the auctions again. So some of the auction sites have mostly people know of the auction sites, and there are no longer any good deals. But I did get this for $25, which is Shazam number 1.
Hey.
Oh wow.
First Silver Age appearance of Shazam. I did get this for $25, which was a great deal. It's not bad. It's I don't know, a 6.5, 7. It could use a little bit of a cleaning, but it's in really nice shape.
No.
I got a few of these, but he didn't have first Black Adam, but Shazam number 1, Silver Age first appearance is it's a good one for $25. These were selling for like $100 last year when the movie came out, or 2 years ago when the movie came out. So that's a good one.
Always love those DC 20 centers because the
Oh yeah.
price is so aggressively large. I mean, it's even bigger than the DC logo.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't miss it. But these are also, and you know, picks of the week, whatever mail calls will say. These, I am so hot on these that nobody's buying them. These are the Deadline magazines. This is number 2, second appearance of Tank Girl from the UK. Number 3, third appearance of Tank Girl. Number 7, let's just say 7th appearance.
Seventh appearance of Tank Girl.
But I got another one.
There it is.
Deadline 1, first appearance of Tank Girl.
Where do you find them?
eBay.
All
So-
on eBay.
And not only that, they're all in the UK. Every single one of them's in the UK. So
Yeah,
you're
wow.
looking at $28 shipping for every time you buy one of these. It's $28, $30 shipping. But
That's a big deterrent I
This-
see for a lot of
it
bidders.
is a big deterrent for low books for sure. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is like one of my, has been a Grail book of mine, and now I have 2. They're falling into my lap now for cheap. It's like they're going down in price, and I have no idea why. So when that Margot Robbie movie comes out, I'm gonna get these graded now, because
Yeah.
when that movie comes out, it's gonna be.
I can't believe they
start
picked
going
Margot
up.
Robbie.
I mean,
Come on.
she kind of fits though. She looks just
I
like Tank
guess.
Girl.
I guess.
I think you're looking at Harley Quinn playing Tank Girl.
Yeah,
not
well, that is
Margot
going
Robbie.
to be. That's
what I'm
literally gonna
saying.
be
Yeah,
it.
I know that is a fear. So if you're thinking of Harley Quinn playing Tank Girl and not Margot
She's
Robbie,
crazy. She's off the wall.
Yeah.
She's
she-
over dramatic. She's
the same voice is
dressed
gonna come
up
out
in
of her,
crazy
too.
clothes. She's,
Yeah, I know. We'll see. I know you're right. It could be bad. Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Dolph, right now you got to get him on camera. You got to get him to go to that movie. Commit that he'll go to the Tank Girl movie with you.
Oh yeah. No, he's going.
I'll go
No
to the
choice.
Tank Girl movie.
Yeah, right. You gotta.
So you might as well keep on trucking. You got I saw a stack about 70 books there. You got to show.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
These are all the stuff that came out this week. So once
Okay.
again, once
Now you got to
again,
do full box. Or you got to do mail call.
Diamond screwed him again, and it didn't ship. So he's not getting his books.
Hmm.
I don't know what's going on with them, but yeah, Diamond's really screwing up. But I got the Batman 117, this Miracle Molly and Harley Quinn cover. It's nice.
Cool
This
cover.
is $1 more. Amazing Spider-Man.
It's a cool cover.
Cool
Yeah,
cover.
great cover.
I love this one. What's the furthest place from here? That's a cool cover. Nice Scotty Young cover. Very cool. Unbelievable Unteens. I think this is number 4. And we got Vampirella number 25, but this is a Stray Dogs crossover, which I just finished it. I loved it. It's awesome. It's really good. Regarding the matter of Oswald's body, this is some of those crazy like one Boom Studio number 1s that I'll just get the first one and they won't see me again. And then Maze Book number 3, which I really do like these covers. They're cool. And then A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. These are all number 1s.
A lot of long titles this week.
Yeah, there are a lot of A Nice House on the Lake, another nice long title. Yeah, you're right. And then My Date with Monsters. Very cool.
That's cool. Is
Aftershock.
that a cardstock cover? on that
Cardstock
one?
cover.
Yeah, it's cool.
This is Batman versus Bigby. This has actually been a really good series, so I recommend this read. It's fun. It's really good. And now we're back to Mail Call again, which I did get another copy of, and this is another like one that Dragon's Lair number 1. This is a awesome book. Ryan Reynolds as Dirk the Daring. That movie's coming soon. This book is going to fly to the moon. Right now,
Really?
you can get them for $100 less. But this book in a 9.8 right now they're going for like 800 to 1,000. So
You said that's a 90s book?
this is not a 90s book. This is actually a recent book. But
Okay.
it's the first time Dirk the Daring or Dragon's Lair appears in comics.
Okay.
I think
gonna
this
say,
is
it
from...
looked
No,
much newer.
it's pretty new. It's a $2.95 comic. I think this is 2000. Is it 2000? 2003
Okay.
from CGE Comics. This one could use a bit of a press, but other than that, it's It's not a 9.8. It's probably like a 9.0 with the press a 9.2 maybe. But yeah, that's a good one. All these 80s properties that we loved when we were kids are starting to show up on everybody's radar. That's a good one. Stop. And then of course I got some sports cards. So I'm high on this girl. So she's 15 years old, 15 or 16 years old. She's a pro soccer player. Her name is Olivia Moultrie. She's already a professional soccer player. She's like she's a prodigy. She's amazing. And she finally appeared in a set. So I grabbed 20 packs of 25. She does have an auto in the set. Hopefully I get one. I'll open up that video. I'll open up those packs on video. Hopefully I get one. But
hopefully she doesn't go the way of
Hey, Dolph, if you want,
these-
I got a whole collection of Manon Rhéaume if you're interested.
No, I'm good, man. But she could be this generation's Manon Rhéaume.
I'm
could
good.
be. I know. Another one I picked up for $2. Nice Raffy Devers Gold Cup.
Nice.
He's awesome, dude. As a Yankee fan, I can still appreciate his amazingness. This really awesome Prism LeBron James. That's a hot card right now. I got it for super cheap. I found guys listing on eBay where they were just calling things sports card. They weren't even saying the names. So I found a couple of those sellers where they have like 10 positive feedback. They're very new to this, and all they say is football card, basketball card. And I got this one for $1, Jalen Hurts optic rookie for $1. I got Rob Gronkowski rookie, same guy. This guy's listed as football card. I got this for $2. They're going for like 30 now. These are cool. So I don't know if you guys know your baseball history, but these are actual playing cards from Sadaharo O from the 60s. Like, these are really cool. And I'm a big fan of his. I've actually been trying to get a Giants jersey for a long time, but they don't make them very well. But Sadaharo O, if you guys don't know, is actually the Babe Ruth of Japanese baseball. And if you
the true world home run leader,
for
right?
a professional home run king, he has over 800 home runs. So this dude is he's pretty special. And then I got
he's got a shout out on the Beastie Boys song too.
He's got a shout out on the Beastie Boys song. And then because these were Gem Mint 10s and they were super cheap, I got a Sergio Garcia Gem Mint 10 rookie. I think I paid $3 for this. It's cost more to get it slabbed, which whenever I see Gem Mint slabs for less than $5, I will grab them in a second. And then I got some guy was selling. I got two Gavin Lux Gem Mint 10 rookies for $10. 2 for 10.
That is crazy, considering that the slabs, especially given your time, the slabs are what?
I mean, before they were doing bulk rates, so they were doing bulks at $7.99 or $8.99, but they killed that in 2021. So he must have been paying the full $13 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are great. I mean, and not only that, Gavin Lux is really coming into his own. He's starting to play really well now. Or he was. Good ball player.
Yeah.
And, when more and more guys disappear off that team, like Seager's gone, Justin Turner's days are numbered, like he's going to be one of the stars on that team.
Hey, you don't have to justify it to me.
I won't.
I'm not his agent.
And then, I did get 2 of these. I tried these again because I did open these up on a video, and they had nothing in them. But I grabbed 2 more of these Tour Stars tennis. I don't know why I got into tennis so much, but these were super cheap. But this has Pete Sampras and Andre Agassi rookies in here, and there's also like Martina Navratilova. Tom.
That's a complete set, right? That's
complete set. Yeah, these are sealed. Who else is in here? Jimmy Connors, John McEnroe. What's his name? Chang is in here. Courier's in here. Edberg. No Becker, no Lendl, but they probably retired before this set came out. But I got it for Sampras and Agassi. I'm a huge. Well, I was a huge Andre Agassi fan. When I
That
did
does seem
watch
odd
tennis.
that Boris Becker and Yvonne Lendl wouldn't be in there because they were contemporaries, and I'd imagine McEnroe would have retired prior to them retiring. That's
No,
interesting.
actually, because when Sampras was up, Lendl had gone already.
Okay.
And I mean, they might have had a saying Venn diagram. There was a tiny
Yeah.
overlap, but
Yeah.
Sampras emerged after Lendl was gone, and Becker wasn't far behind, or Becker might have been first. Edberg hung around for a little while, and then it was what's his name, Chang and Courier were like
Yeah.
3 and 4. Agassi was like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Tennis was good then. Tennis was really good then. But anyway, that's it for mail call stuff. You didn't get anything, Jay?
So I got a couple of things. One of them I already sold. So I ended up getting that first appearance of Phyla-Vell,
Yep.
Miss Marvel 17. So it's funny. I went to this very dingy flea market, and this lady had a ton of books. Um, Actually, matter of fact, it said there was a sign that said most books in great condition, and there was an actual a Spider-Man one, the 1990 series, obviously, and it looked like a rat had eaten a huge hole out of the cover,
That's awesome.
and so I wasn't. My expectations were really low, but I found that Phyla-Vell, and it was choice, like a near mint,
Yeah.
like there was no color breaking ticks. So I think if somebody really gave it a press, they could have a 9.8 chance.
You know, like
I don't I
I
don't
like
know
what
that
he
I
says.
believe in
I like
that.
what he says. If I can get somebody to press it, knowing full well it's
No,
coming right across my desk.
no. I sold it already. I sold it
Oh, you
already.
sold it already.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it was funny because the lady said, she said, most of my books are priced, and if they're not priced, just give it to me and I'll let you know how much it is. I was like,
Yeah.
that seems about the only way I would get a price. So
Yeah.
I said, what do you think on this book? And I crap you not, she held it out in front of her at like about a foot and a half, and she gave it about a 20-second stare, like an absurd amount of time. Then she pulled it down. She says, $5. And I said, sure.
Sounds good.
So, like, my friend and I were talking immediately after leaving the flea market, like, what is the scheme there? Because
Yeah.
I don't think she's running any computations in her head. I don't think she's like
She's
running
probably
through a
just
roll
trying to
with
grasp how
decks.
the age of it. You know, it
I
doesn't
don't,
look
yeah,
60s. It's kind of
I really
80s.
question what was happening, but it
That's
was funny, and
fantastic.
I knew I could get north of 40 for it, so I said, yeah, sure. So
Cool.
that one did not take long to sell at all.
Cool.
This I got this really great pack.
Still in the
So
box, huh?
this is
Yeah.
this is
Oh, it's
issues
still
1 through
sealed.
4. Yeah, it's still sealed.
Wow.
This is issues 1 through 4. Jimbo, you can see there's a
Yeah.
Boscov's $1.49 sticker
That's
on that, which
awesome.
is hilarious. That where our mom gets her like her jeans,
Is
they
Boskov?
would have sold comics at one point in time. So the interesting thing is, oftentimes these are newsstands. So
I mean, can you see?
I
You
so
can't
you can
see
see
down
the
there?
box
You can
here.
see the white box.
You can see the box, but the problem is for this is old, or this is 93. So I believe this is new enough that the box would have said direct edition or straight newsstand. It was not going to be a character image. So I don't really know. These books look insanely clean, and the cardboard is super, super clean.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, it looks
I
really. It
initially was
looks like.
going to I was initially going to just throw it up on eBay, but then I thought, I don't know, it only cost me $2. It was at a toy store. He actually had a couple packs, but a couple of them you could see that the Gambit book was waived, and I know this is
Yeah.
a cardstock cover, so it would be a tough nut to press.
You're not
Anything
pressing it.
that you can't press it.
Mm-mm.
So that I picked up. At the same place, they had just gotten a little collection, so I got First Devil Dinosaur.
Awesome.
So this
Of course,
was
now
it's
Moonboy is not Moonboy anymore. Now it's Moon Girl, but
right.
Devil Dinosaur is still an awesome one.
So I would say I think it's probably about an 8. It's got really great color,
Yeah,
but
it's
it
good
is
look.
it is a late '70s Marvel book.
And it's really
No,
undervalued too. It's
no
really
creases or
undervalued.
anything, but just kind of the paper on these particular books is just kind of soft, like it's
Yeah.
not the greatest paper. So the edges are clean, but these aren't like modern books. You're not going to see super razor sharp corners on them.
Well,
So
no, and typically of those books, they're always like the cover is just a bit long, so it's gonna droop over the
right.
interior pages and always have that one little sag along the edge, the outer edge. So it's so unavoidable with those books.
So
They're
this
just
one may
not cut
actually
well.
come to you for a press because I think it can actually benefit from a press.
Sure.
I actually had it on eBay listed for 40 or best offer and really got no takers on it. So I thought, I'm going to pull it down. It was only $5, so
Yeah, like I
um,
said, it's a
I'd
super
rather hold.
undervalued book.
Yeah, I'd rather hold on to it at
It
that price.
it's funny too that the heat is on the Moon Girl book, which is a
Sure.
modern book, and I mean it's less printed than that one, but I'm surprised that Devil Dinosaur isn't the star of that, and then it's Moon Girl.
Especially considering it's a Kirby book too.
Yeah,
Um, so, and then I told you guys I was going to pick up a small collection this weekend, and
yeah.
unfortunately, it turned out to be a bit of a dud. I was meeting the guy near an indoor flea market and ended up finding this book for $2. So this is a great book. I can't
Kang book.
remember. There's a lot of Kang tie-in, obviously, as
Yeah.
Kang is here. But this is a thick, square bound. It is ridiculous how clean this book is, and it was only $2 at a card shop. I also really love the thing
Not for nothing though.
box
Anything
picture.
that's insanely great condition, any book,
Yeah,
that thing gets a 9.8. It's $100.
yeah.
Even if it's
So
nothing, it's $100 book.
I grabbed that, and then when I went across the street to meet the guy, it was actually snowing here in central Pennsylvania. So I'm meeting him at a gas station. I knew he had these books in the lot, so I was really interested in these books. Um, but then when I looked at the remaining, it was only about 65 books. Was essentially the whole Secret Wars set, sans my Secret Wars
Yes,
8.
Sans 8,
Um,
right.
but when I started flipping through the books, I mean, there was corners gone on some of the books, like 15, 20 spine ticks. He
Oh
was
wow.
super nice. He didn't misrepresent. He did represent the lot as he didn't know much about comics, but you could not see the condition issues in the pictures. So, but he did have this,
There you
and
go.
it was
First Nebula.
really really clean. And I had I got actually my 9.8 candidate is with you right now,
Yeah.
and I had the direct edition, and so I picked this one and her first cover up.
Nice.
Um, I think they're very very clean. I ended up giving them $30 for the pair, which I'm still making out at $30,
Oh
but
yeah, definitely.
way more than I would have wanted to pay for them. But he was, like I said, he was super nice, and I wasn't gonna. I wanted to make it worthwhile that he had come out too. So, and then my last two pickups were just I got some Walmart packs, and this book was
Yeah, I gotta open mine up.
so
I don't know what to look for. They just because variants aren't really listed well, other than the fact that they're listed as variants. But I would know if it's a
no.
one
So
in 500, a 1 in 100.
yeah, I didn't. I wasn't. I know that there's. I think they may have seen some backlash, so I know a lot of those things have already got. I think we missed the boat on a lot of those really steep
Wasn't even
variants.
missing the
Um,
boat. I couldn't find them. This is the first
right,
time I've ever
right,
found them, so I figured like that's why I texted you. Should I get these or not? Because I had a feeling because of the backlash, people were getting pissed. They pulled them out.
yeah.
But
But these were the top book in this set. The I think you got 5 books. The packs were 7.99, and this is like a $20 book right now. So and people seem to actually really like the series so far. So I figured I'll get those 2 packs.
yeah, sure.
But and and a couple some other minor keys like $5 books actually were in those packs. So it was definitely worth it. And then I found a bunch more books. I found a bunch more books in that collection that I bought as I've gone through for like the fourth or fifth time. So Jim, I was just telling Dolph before we jumped on. This is apparently the first appearance of Maestro.
Mm-hmm.
So and and this was
Yeah, it's
I
a
didn't
clean book.
I didn't think much of it either. So cool to find that.
I don't know if they're ever gonna do anything with Maestro because you have to go forward in time a long
Sure.
time to get to him.
Sure. Yep.
I don't know what they're gonna do if he's just maybe they make him a multiverse character and not a future Hulk. I don't know if they could use or how they would use Maestro. Don't know. You could just get a cartoon of his own or a TV show. Who knows? Like they did a
Yeah.
Future Imperfect TV show would be cool.
So, and then I got like I said, I went through that collection again, and kind of trying to figure out if I want to start keeping some of the Spidey books and stuff because got several copies of the newsstand,
Most do.
and
Yeah.
they got the black cover as well. So cool books, just great covers.
I have to go through your. I have it open there. I looked through the silent issue. That definitely could need some love.
No, the GI Joes for whatever
The
reason.
GI Joes are pretty messed up, but all pressable, very pressable.
Yeah, I think everything else that I gave you is pretty clean, though. I mean,
Yeah, there's some clean books in there.
you look at the ASM is super clean. The Turtles newsstand is super clean. Yeah, just a ton of really, really clean books. So
Yeah. Very cool. What about you, Jimmy? What are you buying?
No.
You're not buying anything. You still have your eyes on stuff.
he's clearly got the Magic Order books on point.
Well, yeah, I went to go see if Dolph had put any things in my bin, and they didn't even have my card in there. Rick couldn't even find my card, so
Your
glad
divider?
yeah, he couldn't find it.
How? What is that?
It ended up being in some box that he had.
Oh,
I don't know.
why?
He was like, "Oh yeah, here you are." No, there's nothing here, and I was like, "What?" But it was like in a like a little tiny box. It wasn't in the. Yeah, I was like, I should be in there. Dolph's been. He's like, yeah, I know. Dolph pulls stuff for you.
That's weird.
So I'm glad I went in there when I did to get the Magic Order stuff because
Okay.
it definitely wouldn't have been pulled.
Well, I'll make sure your tab's in there again next. But I mean, it's like all your books are not. They're not being delivered.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
everything that's like except for Gun Honey. If you want me to keep pulling those Adam Hughes covers, I don't know if you wanted any of them.
I do like the Adam Hughes covers.
There are great covers.
I am looking at that right now. It's Savage or Red Sonja Adam Hughes cover. I have the poster, but I've never had the actual book where she's toasting. She's like drinking her ale, and there's two guys like thinking of hitting one of her back. But it's a gorgeous cover, so I've been looking at that. But yeah, I have the a lot of work to do.
Yep.
We got a new washer in yesterday actually, and
Washer beats comics every time.
washer beats comics. So does flooring. Flooring
Flooring
which was
also
done today,
beats
which
comics.
is like why there's no records on this wall or
Yeah.
kid toys. And then
Yeah, it took me a while to figure out where you were. That's Amanda's desk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Amanda's desk.
Okay.
Dad's old desk.
Dad's old desk.
Yeah.
I actually put the base back on it too. Dad's old base.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to bury my comics. I literally buried my office down in the basement so that the guys could get to the washer. So I literally was like tripping over tons of stuff.
So it's like one step forward, three steps back. Now your whole office, which was ready to go, is all under stuff again.
Yep, it definitely is.
Hey, you know what though? I'll be there next week, so we'll finally get those
Is that
GI
what you're
Joe
doing?
lots, and we'll finally get the GI Joe lots listed,
And the He-Man lot.
and the He-Man lots listed. So
I'm telling you what, Dolph, I sort of like I dusted that King Hiss,
Mm-hmm.
I just literally just took a cloth, nothing on it, just a
Mm-hmm.
cloth,
Sure.
just started to rub it off. Man, that thing is clean.
Nice. The card is
It's
nice too.
clean. The
The
card on the
card
back,
was really
up on the
nice. Yeah.
top right, is a little bit bent, but other than that, there's no glue that's been undone or anything. It's still
Bent
perfect in the
with
box.
break.
What's that?
Bent with color break. Or is
I
it just
can't
curved?
remember if
Yeah, I think the
Because
card was just curved because the bubble wasn't messed up at all.
I could press those too. I pressed Rick had a superhero Wolverine that was like cupped, and I flattened that one out.
Yeah, I'll
So
have to
it's
take a look.
doable as long, and even better if it's away from the blister.
Oh, it's all the way at the top.
Yeah, so I can
Those He-Men those old He-Men are like 5 inches of cardstock above the blister pack. So yeah, I mean it's all the way at the top.
yeah. So yeah, you want me to take a shot at it before you
Yeah,
list
I mean
it?
yeah, you can take a look at it.
It was funny. I did not remember them being like that, where it was a really narrow card and a big bubble. I didn't remember from being a kid. In my mind, I thought they were, bigger box like Marvel Legends, like a big, like an 8, 9 inch square, and they were like these long, tall rectangles.
I remember they're wider than the Star Wars ones, but they did have a big like that big a blister on the front.
Yeah,
of it,
the
like
blister's really big
a five and a half. Because also Rick has a couple at the store. I think he's got He-Man and Skeletor, but they're like $700.
right.
So what does his go for? Carded in nice condition.
It's
I don't
really
know. I did look at those sold on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of all over the place. So
Yeah.
on the low end it was like 135, and on the high end, this is why it's really important, to your point earlier about baseball card, football card, to list it properly, because on the high end the same exact figure in what appears to be similar condition was going for like 255. So it was almost like $100 variance.
But that
within
also,
the
what
same
I was
time frame.
saying before is that I don't know if somebody like me with 3,000 feedback versus somebody like Jimmy
Sure.
with only, what do you have, a couple hundred though feedback.
One
Right?
189.
So you have 189. There's something built into somebody with like, when you go to Mile High and they got 300,000 feedback. Obviously,
Right.
they've been doing it a long time. There's a certain amount of security that comes with that.
Right.
So that could be part of your trouble. I would say if you were to mesh together all the best and highest listings and said, all right, this one had the date, this one put Mattel, this one
Right.
said He-Man, and then it said the character name, or like I would just copy all of like the best
Yeah.
listed titles, and that's usually what I do when I'm listing something like that. I'll just find out what the highest one went for, just take the title right from it. Because then if
Yeah,
you say
'cause
sell one like this, it'll fill in some of that metadata too. It's built in there. Because that's
Yeah,
important
probably
too.
have-
not only is there the King Hiss, but there's like I think 5 or 6 loose characters that I have.
And then there was like 6 vehicles too. So
Yeah, then there's a couple vehicles in there, weapons.
I remember the He-Man vehicles were not great. I remember the horse.
No, they were horrible.
Oh, they were horrible.
Horrible.
I remember the big silver horse. That thing was stupid. Because the legs didn't move. It's just like this. It was just
Yeah.
a big horse. I remember the one thing too was a black, like it made it look like a spider. When it moves forward, the thing spins around like the red blade.
Uh-huh.
Remember that one?
I have the one that looks like an old style clothing iron. It literally looks like an old style clothing iron with
Yeah.
like rock wheels.
Yeah, I know that one. That's Man at Arms, isn't it? Isn't that his?
Yeah,
thing?
that's the Man at Arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so
Horrible.
sad. It's horrible.
But I got it.
You got it. The only thing that was cool about the He-Man was the Panthers.
Yes.
Yeah, they were crazy cool.
They were cool.
And I have He-Man's Tiger. I have his Tiger, but I don't have all the gear that goes on him.
You had
I
random.
just have him as an
Skeletor-
artist reference at this point.
You had Skeletor's head too, right?
Yes, I have Skeletor's head.
I
So
was
if there are
telling-
some
I was
pieces,
telling Jimmy
And
Dolph
his-
that
I think it's his head and his staff. I think
he
his
has
head and
a
his
ton
staff.
of like loose.
Probably his breastplate.
Yeah, he has a ton of loose pieces that the paint is super clean on them. So he's got to make sure that he accentuates that he's got all this loose stuff too, because people essentially are building building
Oh
more
yeah.
perfect figures out of
Yeah. Even
parts
if
and
you
pieces.
like, some people have like a shoebox with all the bits for Castle Grayskull. Like that stuff
Right.
has value. It
Yeah.
really does. I know some people had like the sheets of the stickers that weren't. I mean, the glue doesn't really do well anymore, but then some of them are falling off. But those old stickers, they do really well. So yeah. Did I ever
Yeah,
show
then I
you
have,
the?
I think I have 35 to 40 GI Joes with weapons and
They're all loose.
a couple vehicle pieces, and
Yeah, they're loose.
They're all loose.
yeah, that I need to put on there. The only one I'm holding back is the Storm Shadow.
The first one.
That's the one I want to. That's the only one I want to keep.
I remember my Storm Shadow. He was so loose. He was just like he wasn't even like, you couldn't even pose him anymore. Just you pose
One
him
of
with
my
the
favorites was a figure. I don't know what happened to it. Was the so like the third or fourth series Storm Shadow, where he was like a snow version.
Oh yeah, with the gray stripes all over him.
Yeah, and
That
he
was
had
one of my
the
favorite
hood.
ones. He had the skis
Yeah,
and
he
the
was
hood.
cool.
Love that one. That was a
He's
great Storm Shadow.
he's probably in the woods in Schwenksville somewhere. He's in a little creek bed, like that's we used to
He's
try
probably
and
down in the
emulate.
Perky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
You're
used to try
right,
and
Doug.
emulate those commercials.
That's when they came out with all the winter guys.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
one of the winter line.
they had the Snowcat, which was that awesome
Yeah.
vehicle. It had
Yeah.
the sled on the front and the tank tracks in the back.
Hell yes. Man, I want to watch G.I. Joe right now. Let's do that.
I love the old movie, the
The
old
movie's
G.I.
good.
Joe movie. That was great.
G.I. Joe watch party. It is good stuff.
Yeah, the old ones are good. The Viper episode was great too.
There's a lot of. I did try watching it like 3 years ago. I only got so far though. There's a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
They never go as long as you think they were. Because with G.I. Joe, I think it was only 4 or 5 seasons. When you're a kid, you think the thing was on forever.
Right. It's like 4 years of your life, though. I mean, so
I
like
remember when,
you realize-
No, exactly. But I mean, in some of them, like even He-Man, there's not as many episodes as you think.
yeah,
It's a lot shorter than you thought it was.
Well,
Well,
the freaking we were watching on the channels, watching Scooby Doo.
Hmm.
Where are you, Scooby? There's only one season of good ones,
Yeah, there's only 1 season of good ones. Once they
and that was it. The second season,
Scrappy
the second
sucks. I'm
season
sorry.
is so politically incorrect.
I'm anti-Scrappy.
oh yeah, Scrappy.
That second season is the worst politically incorrect thing I've ever seen. When they go to China to bust ghosts, it is
I don't
absolutely
even
horrible.
remember that one. I remember the Harlem Globetrotters.
I couldn't watch it. I couldn't watch it.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what series it was where it was Scooby Doo and the guests when Batman and Robin were with them,
Yeah,
and
Phyllis Diller,
Sonny and
Don
Cher,
Knotts.
Mamas and the Papas.
Bruce Lee was with them.
Bruce Lee was with them.
Bruce Lee, because they had Green Hornet, and he was
Oh,
Kate,
yeah.
and Kato was in a Scooby Doo episode.
Man,
And he
Yeah, the
also
Three
did, he
Stooges.
also did Batman. Kato was in Batman.
the Three Stooges
Crazy.
were in there.
Bruce Lee on screen with
I don't know
Adam
what
West
I
and
don't know
Burt
what
Ward.
series of Scooby Doo that was,
I
because
don't
I
know.
would definitely watch those. I would watch those.
Yeah,
They were the greatest.
They're all on Plex, Jimmy.
They are.
Mhm.
I can't find that one.
They're all
I see
up
the
there.
new ones.
They're all up there. You gotta search, look harder, because they're called Scooby Doo. Where are you? And then
Yeah.
then that's like 2 seasons, and then they changed the title again. It's like Super Friends. Super Friends is only the first season, and then they changed the damn title again. It's Super Friends and whatever, and then it's the Super Friends and the Wonder Twins, and then it's Super Friends and the Legion of Doom. Like they kept changing the name of the series,
They're like DC books.
like DC books
Yeah.
that aren't worth anything.
Speaking of DC,
We have
books,
those old '80s wrestling cartoons on there.
Yes,
They're on there.
yes. I just watched them. They're horrible quality, but I just watched them.
Oh,
It's great. I forgot Andre. I think Andre the Giant's a good guy. I don't remember him being a good guy in it. But it's Hogan, Junkyard Dog, Iron Sheik. Who else is in it? Yeah, it's
wait, originally he was a good guy.
and
So.
then
like-
you got Hack.
was
It
it
would be Hacksaw Jim
Duggan.
Brutus the Barber
Junkyard
Beefcake,
Dog.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I mean, everybody from that time period,
Yeah.
right?
But I forgot the bad guys were Rowdy. I think Bobby the Brain Heenan was a bad guy.
Yeah.
Sheik and
Iron Sheik.
Nikolai Volkov
Nikolai Volkov.
might have
Yeah.
been a big bad guy. Yeah. It's called Rock and Wrestling, I think. Something. It's WWE's Rock and or WWF's Rock and Wrestling. It's awesome. It's so good.
So any news on your CGC submission?
No.
Your fast track?
In fact, I'm really terrified that they lost it or they just keep holding it hostage and not communicating with me because I put him in at too low a level. The scary thing is if they lost them, the insurance value doesn't nearly cover what it should because I put him in at such a low thing. Because the Ghost Rider I put in at 400 because Key Comic Collector said the low level was 400, but it's actually more like 2,000 now.
Now, your submission, when were they received?
2
Because you
months.
fast tracked those, right?
That's another part that scares me.
You
So
fast-tracked
Michael
them.
fast tracked his. He got it back in 6 weeks.
Right.
Fast tracking says it's half the normal. So if the normal's a year, fast tracking really only guarantees 6 months. So it could be forever before they touch them.
But yours were all going in what tier? They were all going in.
There were 2 tiers. It was split. So there was an
Okay.
economy, and then there was the modern. Was it modern? Modern.
Because
Yeah.
the economy tier just by default is slower, right? Than
Yes. Yeah. But
yeah, I mean,
I
we're still waiting on my second submission, which was received in like May or something like that at this point.
oh
in
yeah,
time.
I'm just gonna get some random email saying we're looking at your books now. I'm like, all right. I mean, but I remember last time they said they were looking at Jimmy's books, those 2. It was, it was another month before they actually sent them. Because it went to your books are getting graded to now it's going through quality control, and then it's going to shipping. So there's it takes a
But
while.
then the other 7 books from that submission, once you said they're in quality control was like 2 days, and they
It
shipped.
was, yeah, it was quick.
So yeah, I think the bigger problem for most people, and clearly I'm in that group because I'm impatient, is that there doesn't seem to be continuity in between people who are shipping books at the same time.
No, I
Like
mean, Michael proves it. He fast tracked his books after a month after mine, and he got his back in 6 weeks.
right,
I
right, he's had his back for 3 weeks already.
Yeah, mine were fast tracked a month before his, and they're not even in grading yet.
Right,
They're scheduled
and,
for grading, which I don't
and
even know what
mine
that means.
and mine were received what, like 8 weeks before yours shipped or something like that,
Yeah.
and that was when the lead time was only like 87 days, and I,
I mean,
here
I
we
did all
are.
the stuff. I wrote fast tracked all over the box. Like, I did everything
Yeah.
I was supposed to, and still. I don't know, man. It is super frustrating.
Yeah, well, I hope we both have him back, before Christmas.
Like I
So I
said,
was hoping
fingers
it'd be
crossed.
awesome to have him
Fingers
back for
crossed.
Thanksgiving.
I get them back. Period.
Yeah,
I'm really worried about it. I'm really worried about it. These are all my single-digit Spider-Man books, and I'm really
yeah,
worried that I priced them too low, and they're they could easily say, "Oops, we lost them. Here's $300 back for your Spider-Man 4," and I'm like, that's a $2,000 book now.
yeah,
Whoops. I could have screwed up. I don't know. I don't think I did. This is kind of what I mean, I am playing the system, but I always said, like, you know, it's not my job to grade them for you. So I'm going to tell you what I pay. I paid $400 for it.
right.
So the replacement value technically is $400.
Well, also, from my vantage point, you're guessing at what that grade is going to
It
be.
is a low
So,
grade, but even
right.
Spider-Man 4s and even ones are going for like 900 now. It's
Well,
it's
but that's what
crazy.
I mean, though. Like, you're to your point, right? Like, you're trying to assign a grade, which is literally what you pay them to do, assign a
Right.
grade.
It's like I'm not
And
doing your job for you. You tell me what it is and just pay me for what it is.
and then the
That's the way it
market
should be.
dictates the value, right? It's just like it's total horse crap that if a book is like north of whatever it is, $3,000, that they get percentage of, they get the fee, the bigger, much bigger fee, and then they get the percentage of the valuation when it's the same exact process for a $30,000 book as it is for a $33 book. Like it's the same. They would technically do the same process on this book as they would an Amazing Spider-Man one, right? Like,
Well, what they're doing is you're estimating a replacement value for insurance. It's all it
right,
is for insurance. It's not like
right,
if I pay you 10,000 for this book versus I pay you 400 for this book, you're supposed to not grade it any differently. In fact, I would
right.
hope that the grader wouldn't even know how much I insured it for. They should just grade it as it is.
As it is, right,
Now, I know PSA does it that if you sent in your what you thought was a 9 Trout rookie and it's a 10, they're like it's a 10, congratulations, but you do owe us $200 more because it's a 10 and they'll hold it hostage. I haven't heard CGC doing that. So I don't know if CGC has my books and they looked at them and they're like, "Well, he seriously undervalued these things based on market value. He owes us another, I think what the next tier is, another $30 per book," which I would
right.
happily pay. I wouldn't
Sure.
mind it. I'm getting a better grade than I thought. So if
Yeah,
I
I mean,
messed up,
I would see if there's any Reddit forums and see about like has anybody like either advertently or inadvertently undervalued their books, and how did CGC, and once you got them back, what happened? Did
I mean,
they?
the thing is though is I can clearly claim ignorance and just say I'm new at this. I use Key Collector and Key Collector for low, which these books are, says $250.
Right,
I mean, when I sent out Sandman 4, Spider-Man 4, Sandman, it said $400 on the low. It's definitely a low quality book. It's not. It's
right.
a 2 at best, I think, or maybe a 3, but it's a 2 3. So I graded it low, $400. And tell me what I got. Not knowing that they popped the way they did, and that a 4 is like 4 grand.
Yeah. Did
Mine's not
you
a 4. Mine's not a 4.
did, did you have Doc Ock too?
No, I don't have that book.
Okay.
I don't have Doc Ock and I don't have Green Goblin. Those are the two I don't. I have all the others. I don't have those two, and I can't afford them now. Forget it. Green Goblin in a 1 is like $2,500. I looked at a
Yeah.
couple at Comic Con. I was like, I can't get these. They're gone. I can't get
Well, you
them.
put your eggs in a different basket too.
I did. I did.
Yeah.
A better basket, but I
Yeah.
still, if I want to complete the run, I still need ASM 1. I still need 2, and I
Yeah.
still need Doc Ock and Green Goblin. So, but I have the rest. I have all the other big boys.
Well, I'm hoping, it'd be amazing. It'd be a little Thanksgiving miracle
Yeah.
if they
If you
somehow
got
we got
if
them
there's
back
an
next week.
email saying like your books are graded and they're on their way, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Then I wouldn't have to wait till Christmas to pick up my next load of books.
Maybe
And
longer.
yeah.
Yeah, so what's your intention on the ones that are coming next? Are you going to try flipping some of them, keep one of them?
So we'll have to see. Obviously, my Echo is in there, first
Your Echo
Echo.
is in there. And it's
I
good timing
anticipate
too.
I anticipate it's going to be high grade. I mean,
But
I
that's
don't
another
I don't
one that
recall.
you wait until that show premieres.
Yeah, I don't recall any imperfections on that book, but then again, it's a gatefold cover, and so I'd be really happy. Obviously, be super happy 9698, but I I don't know that I think I'd be disappointed if it was 92 or lower.
I'm very certain I did not even touch it. It was
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah,
And not to
uh,
mention, I wouldn't touch the gatefold anyway because if you press the gatefold, you could seal the
yeah,
gatefold onto itself, which concerned me. That's why I wanted to play because I have a couple of those X-Men ones. I wanted to play with a couple to see if that did happen. Because at that high a heat, because those you can press as Silver Age books because the paper quality on the interior is all like newspaper.
yeah,
So you can press those at high heat. But once you add moisture to that gatefold, I have a feeling it would seal on itself, and
yeah.
that would not be good.
Yeah, so there's some good books in there. So that Hulk 418, which is the first Talos. I mean, I don't know that any of the books I would move right away. I would probably move right away. I know that I had a pretty high grade Marvel Team Up 131, like first White Rabbit, first Frog. What's the what's the frog character's name?
Throg
Frog, yeah, just
or
Frog, right?
Puddle Gump, Puddle Gump.
Yeah, whatever. So I think I'd probably move that one. It seems to be a pretty popular book just because of the cover, because it is a really great cover. Um, I won't move my air not air empires. I won't move my High Republics like those are like long term holds as far as I'm concerned.
Oh yeah.
And especially because people are really digging the series now. The first issue's already getting some
Oh,
love.
that first issue just appeared in a Comic Tom video
Yeah,
yesterday.
already getting some love,
It's popping again. I'm like,
so my first cover A, my first variant, and my first Walmart variant are all in that submission. And then my uh, speaking of West Coast Avengers, my West Coast Avengers '94 newsstand is in that submission, and
is
I
it?
think that had a 9.8 chance as well. And that book is really taken off. So I'd have to see. I know Armor Wars hasn't. Armor Wars is still a little ways off, so that might be a like a kind of a midterm hold as
Did
well.
they
So I
even
don't.
mention that at the Marvel thing? I don't remember them even saying anything about Armor
Armor Wars,
Wars.
yeah.
They
So
did mention
it
it.
was. Yep. So I don't know. I don't think there's any like immediate move books from that lot, and
Mm.
I didn't really have the intention. I knew there was some. I knew there was movie speculation for a bunch of the books, but it has gotten better. Oh, the one I would certainly move is my super high grade uh, first Death Dealer, especially because Death Dealer dies in the movie. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, if I had had that in a 9.8, and I don't know, but mine's a 9.8, but if I had it in a 9.8 two
Yeah.
months ago, I could
Yeah.
have gotten $600 or $700 for it.
Right.
And what will I get? 125 or 150 for it? I mean, I paid $2 for it, so it's not. It's
Sure.
certainly not going to kill me, but
Still,
that's
you've missed out on maxing out
yeah.
its potential.
Yeah, I certainly fall victim to. But the good human part of me would be kind of sad that somebody would have paid a ton of money for it too, and I would have really feel bad if somebody had bought it from me. If I had it and somebody bought it from me for $500 and then it tanked.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that individual has to do their due diligence just like I have to do my
I
due
mean,
diligence.
that's the game anyway. All of this is risk at some level. So you take some shots. Some of them work out. Dirk the Daring, who knows?
Yeah.
The little 16-year-old soccer girl, who the hell knows? It could be like Jimmy said. It could be, he's got a whole lot of Manon Rhéaume cards that he wants to sell somebody. That's what could happen. It's
Yeah,
all
so
risk.
I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about the 22 book submission, but that won't. I mean,
That'll be a while.
even though that's already been 2 months for that, probably won't see that till maybe February or so.
2022, man. Sometime in the middle of it.
So, but I'm kind of really interested in getting those next tier. I've told you before, my collecting. I want to focus on the next gen heroes, and so I have those reread books in there. I'm really excited about those, and then I'm excited about a ton of books. Unfortunately, I have 4 Hawkeye number ones, Kate Bishop Hawkeye number ones, and
Oh yeah,
and,
they are in there. That's right, and they're nice.
and
too.
I won't get those till I don't think that's a book like I don't think she's going anywhere. So I don't think
No,
I'm gonna
she's
miss
not.
out.
But it would have been nice to have those before
It would have
Hawkeye
been
premiere.
it would have
Yeah.
been really nice to have those for Christmas for sure. So because I think they were all 9.8 contenders. So we'll see. But
Yeah, that's the thing. Because now, if you missed the TV show, when are you going to see her again? Are you going to see her in
Yeah.
a movie? Are you going to see
Yeah.
her? Yeah,
so
I know.
it's one of those things. But we can only control what we can control, right?
Definitely. But either way, I feel like on a lot of these characters, if you miss one wave, you'll catch another.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only going to come right back around again. So you'll
Yeah,
You'll
I
find
think
it.
the goal is to try and look at those ones that are, a year, 12 to 18 months out. See if you can't get those
Yeah.
get the books now. And my whole, my whole game is I'm going to put in the work and put in the hours to try and find them in as high a grade as possible or as
Yeah.
low a price as possible as I can. So
Right.
I'm not buying, I'm not buying on eBay. I know there's easier ways to do it in terms of going, but I kind of really enjoy the thrill of the hunt and looking for those holes in the wall and kind of places and stuff too.
Definitely.
So it's been exciting.
It's better out by you. Me and Jimmy got to head out your way for a weekend for sure.
Yeah, we're
We'll
gonna
do
have to
it.
put some miles on, that's for sure.
Right.
I think you guys could probably you guys can literally probably hit 20 stores in the same distance that I can get to one. So, so yeah, there is that. But lots of flea markets and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Oh well. All right, you want to wrap it up, guys?
yeah, boys.
All right, we'll do this again next week.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
I
we'll
will
be,
see you, Dolph, tomorrow,
You will.
and I
Yeah,
will
we're
see
going
you,
to see
Jay, next Wednesday.
Yeah, we're going.
I will be live in person in New Jersey next Wednesday. So.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Only going to take 2 windows unless we're literally at the same spot.
Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, boys. We'll see you
All
again
right.
next week. That was fun.
All right, guys.
Good night, Internet.
Good night. Stream.